Alright, hello everyone, I'm Rob with silverbulletcutters.com, and in this video we're going to be going over the will it cut section with the balsa wood. Okay, so that's what we're going to be talking about today in this video. Right here is the balsa wood, and whenever we're asked will it cut, we always use these four shapes, and we use them for various reasons, so we have the plus sign, and we have the heart, we have the little gear, and we have the arrow. So the heart is very important because right there at the top, you'll see how that blade can just continually make that curve on a dime. The plus sign gives you nice 90-degree angles, showing you how that blade can move and turn. With the arrow, likewise, we have the 90-degree turn right up there at the arrowhead with the lines coming to an exact point. With the gear or cog here, you can see that it cuts a great circle as well as an outline of the shape. So right here, we're going to go ahead and peel off that painter's tape that we used to hold on the balsa wood to the mat while it was cutting. And you'll notice right here, we're just going to lift up on this and the pieces pop out just fine. So there goes the heart. There's the plus right there. You can take a look at that. We'll show you a closer shot of it as soon as we finish pulling these out of the balsa wood. So there's that arrow, and then of course the little gear. So there's that circle, very nice circle, and there's that gear. So let's go ahead and take a look at these a little closer to the camera where we can zoom in on this stuff. So right there, nice sharp edges, they meet to that point. That's a great arrow cutting from that balsa wood. All right, so the next shape there's that heart, like we said before. Take a look at that right there where it meets right there in the middle, not only at the top, but at the bottom as well. All right, the plus sign, this is the 90-degree angles. As you can see, once it comes to the intersection, it makes that nice 90-degree turn of execution. And there's that cog or that gear, and perfect circle, couldn't ask for anything better. All right, so if you're wondering what thickness of balsa wood this is, let's go ahead and plug this heart back in so we can actually see everything. So this balsa wood was 1/16 of an inch thick. So whenever you're cutting balsa wood, this is what we recommend. Force, make sure it's in between 120 and 150. And for the velocity, anywhere from 150 to 200. You don't want to go too fast if the blade's not cutting through the material. So that's why we suggest the low speed. The video that you saw was cut at 200. Of course, for the blade, you'll need the 60-degree plus long shaft in order to cut this thick material. So when we're talking about blade height, as far as how far do you need to extend the blade past the holder, you want to extend it enough to cut the material, and that's it. So as you can see right there, the blade is at the edge of the balsa wood, and the tip of the blade is just enough where it punctures the end. So if you're unfamiliar with how to raise and lower the blade, this is how you do it. You just unscrew that locking nut that's right there. Adjust the blade height with the silver nut. And once you have it at the correct height, you're just going to go ahead and lock down the blade. So you screw all that all the way down, and it is now secure. So some settings that you'll need to know in shortcuts a lot. So these are the recommended settings when it comes to offset and overcut. So we started off with 0.7 millimeters in order to do this one. That is what is recommended whenever you have the 60-degree long shaft blade. Overcut, we kept that at 1.0. Now whenever you're doing this, you'll always want to do test cuts, but for this example, we did multi-cut and we set it to 2. And they recommend 2 to 3 if it doesn't go through. All right, so correcting for offset, you may need to correct the offset. We did need to correct for it in this video, and we went down to, I believe it was 4 millimeters for this. So we did try the 7, and we were getting the image that you see on the far right, which is the offset's too high. So we did step down increments, and we did test cuts in order to see how well it was doing. So that's what you can do in order to decide how to set your offset. So this is another example. Make sure you always do offsets. So as you can see, these are the first test cuts that we did with this. And of course it was cutting through, but we weren't getting the shape that we wanted. So that's where we adjusted the offset. All right, so if you'd like more information on this or where you can get these tools from, you can always go to silverbulletcutters.com and you will be directed to one of the distributors in an area near you. Thanks for watching.